tip that's very valuable? How many of you have ever heard the question, would you rather have $1 million or a penny that doubles every day? How many of you have heard this before? Okay. And what is a choice that who would take the $1 million? And who would take the penny that doubles every day? Now this is really interesting because it shows the difference between what a little bit more information can make in your life. Do you realize that when you go to a restaurant and you leave a tip, at least our custom in the United States is that you can leave as much tip as you would like, or you can stiff, some people say stiff the waiter, stiff the waitress, leave nothing if you're unhappy, right? If you're happier, maybe you're going to leave a little bit more money because maybe that waiter, waitress was a little bit more friendly, a little bit nicer, whatever. So you tend to want to pay more for something that adds more value to you. Now, when you are the person who is giving the tips, you have a choice here. When you're giving somebody $1 or $1.50 or $5 or whatever you decide, whatever tip you decide to leave, take a couple coins and drop it in the bucket if you're going through a line. But that money, you have no idea. If you're leaving a quarter, that quarter ultimately might multiply to something bigger depending on what the receiver does with it. You could leave somebody $1 and that dollar could be spent frivolously very quickly. So it's really not about the money when you leave a tip. I have a suggestion for you. So let's come back to this $1 million or a penny that doubles every day. Some of you that have already heard this, here's what happens to a penny that doubles every day. I'm going to go through this very quickly. Here's what happens in 1 month. By the end of 1 month, can you believe that if you choose a penny a day, it is $5 million? It's hard to believe, isn't it? And that's compounding, right? Some people call it the 8th wonder of the world, compounding. A penny. So I'm just going to go through 28 days real quick here. I'll go through the 30. 1 penny, 2 pennies, 4 pennies, 8 cents, 16 cents, 32 cents, 64 cents. Week 1. $1.28, $2.56, $5.12, $10.24, $20.48, $40.96, $81.92. Week 2. $163, $327, $655, $1,310, $26.21, $52.42, $10,485 by the end of week 3. $20,971, $41,943, $83,886, $167,772, $335,544, $671,088, $1,342,177 by day 28, the 4th week. Day 28. Day 29, almost $2.7 million. Day 30, over $5 million. And if it's a month with 31 days, it's over $10 million. So what does this mean? What does this mean? This means that when you continue to take something and move it in the right direction, it builds upon itself. So think about this in terms of your habits or in what you say to a waiter or a waitress. Anything you are doing that's taking you in a positive direction is going to compound and take it more toward a positive direction. The best tip that you can give a waiter or waitress is good advice. If you're at a restaurant and you have some time and they're at your table and you find out that this waiter or waitress, maybe they're going to school and they're struggling because they can't find a new apartment, well, maybe you know somebody you can hook them up with so they can get an apartment for cheaper rent. Do you know how much impact that has on their life compared to leaving them $2 instead of $1, or $5 instead of $2, or something like that? So if you're constantly thinking about the adding value to yourself, to the people around you, it's very powerful, not only in money, but also in information. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people on the planet, says there are two pieces of advice that he gives people. Two key pieces. Number one, stay out of debt. If you're already in debt, number one, get out of that debt, because debt compounds toward the bank out of your pocket if you have any debt, credit card debt, car debt, house debt, all that, right? So the first thing is to eliminate all that debt, switch over here, and get your money making money for your money, right? And it's the same thing with our personal habits and how we are with other people. Positive builds on positive, and negative goes down to negative. So my tip for you today is to think about this. Every time you're thinking about leaving a tip in a restaurant or for somebody else, actually talk to them, figure out what positive information you can give them. How can you give them information to get them in a better place in their life? And in your own life, invest in yourself. One of the second things that Warren Buffett says is invest in yourself, your own thinking, that will take you mentally compounding, improving your life day after day. So these little things, little troubles that you have, fix them, right? And improve. Then every day, your money grows and your life gets better. So it doesn't take much, it just takes a little. That's my tip.